Good afternoon, everyone. I'm here now with leading former driver and trainer Les Harding. Les, you've been in the game all your life. How many years does that tally to?
Oh, probably just a bit over 40 now.
And you finished driving a few years ago and turned to training. You finished up with a total of 472 drives. Your best season was 85, 86?
Yeah, that was back in the days, it was pretty tough going here with the Sugarses and the Jeffrey Webbs from the Justice Boys, but no, we were, you just sort of battle away and do your best.
Well, some of the big names have come from here, and David's following the name on, but you've just mentioned some big names in harness racing full stop, let alone South Australia.
Yeah, well, I had the opportunity to move myself a couple of times, but I thought I'd better off staying here because the boys were at school and that, and everything's worked out pretty good for them, so that's the main item.
And how many years have you been training now?
I've been training the whole time, since 35, 40 years. But when the boys got driving, I just thought I'd, sort of give it away to give them the best opportunity. And I wasn't a bad driver, but I wasn't a top driver. So it's just mainly for them.
I disagree with that. I think in those days, against that opposition, you were a pretty handy driver. Now, how many do you work nowadays?
At the moment, we've cut right back. Dave and I are just on our own. We're going to sort of try to work 8 to 10, and just do it nice.
And that just keeps rolling them over, does it? Have you got more in the paddock with 10 in the stable?
We've got a couple of young ones to come in, but we're always sort of open for horses to come in. Anyone rings up from interstate, you always check them out, and then if you sort of want them, you take them. Simple as that. So, you think some that have reached their mark in Victoria can be successful over here? I'm saying Victoria and New South Wales. Oh, any amount, and we've sort of got a few claimers from Perth and done very well with them as well. So it doesn't matter where they come from, if they can sort of run a bit, well, they'll win anywhere.
Now, you've got that nice horse whose name escapes me. You won out here on a Monday, and he was not far behind on the Mighty Quinn a couple of times. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, Remember El. Yeah, he had a bone chip. Actually, it was him and Fistful of Dollars both had bone chip operations the same day, and they've both been back in work 2 to 3 weeks now. So, hopefully they both stand up and off we go again. Excellent.
Now, testing the memory, what's the best horse you ever driven?
Ever driven in a race? Actually, I drove a horse called Henry Luca in the Derby here. He's probably one of the best, but I've had a couple of nice horses: Backstreet Guy, Satan Commands, Sereno Star. Backstreet Guy's probably one of the better ones. He runs second to Bag Limit in the big cup here. But I had a lot of horses like Zanardi and all those sort of horses. Pretty good. And I had a couple of real nice trotters, Fergie's Rocket and West Ham. But, a lot of the ones that are just below the top class.
I follow West Ham, and they're just below the top class too.
Yeah, I always used to like watching West Ham in the soccer when I had him, yeah. No, he was a terrific horse for us.
Now, mate, when I asked you that question, you said driven in a race. Have you sat behind some good ones working them?
Yeah, I drove like Sinbad Bay and Almeida Boyfast with Vinnie Knight and that, and it's on Globe Derby. It's a different ball game. I tell you, you drive those sort of horses, they're just unbelievable to drive.
You can tell straight away, I suppose.
Oh, unbelievable! Just super horses.
Thanks, Les. You've got another busy day. Anything to follow from the stable?
We've got one in this race, actually. Sunny and Cheryl's got a good chance if she trots. Nothing that stands out. Just, we usually don't try and bring them to the race unless we think they've got some sort of a chance. So just probably follow them along those lines.
Just follow the Harding stable.
Yeah, good thinking.
Thanks very much, Les. Thanks for your time. You're a busy man today, and all the best for the future.
Thanks very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the leading statesmen in South Australian harness racing, Les Harding.